Greetings, witches and other magical souls. I'm Lady Silver Sage, also known as the Silver Sage Witch, and I welcome you to my YouTube channel called A Witch's Life. To my magical family, meaning those who have already subscribed to my channel, I thank you sincerely. Family sticks together, and you know, family is one of the best feelings in the world. But now, to those who haven't subscribed, you might want to go ahead and do that so you can become a member of our ever-expanding magical family. Also, if you want to be notified of all of my new videos, then go ahead and click that bell icon and then click the word all that's right next to it, and that'll keep you up to speed in our witchy network. Just to let you know, you can leave any questions or good-natured comments below on my YouTube channel. Thank you. And now, let the witchcrafting and magic begin. Hello everyone. So nice to have you here again. Today is a day that we are going to learn about altars. Okay, now this is my variation about altars. Now there's all kinds of different altars that people talk about all the time. There are the kind from the Catholic Church, for example, the Protestant Church, Evangelisch churches, all kinds of other different religions. But this one, for me, is very special because it is not of a religion. Okay, this is my spirituality we're talking about. And if you're watching this video, you're probably understanding this altar to be that of spirituality as well. So, witchcraft, that's definitely my thing. Yes, I am a witch. And this video is to help all of the new witches out there, or maybe even give some new ideas to some of the older witches out there, or witches that have been living their witchcraft for many, many decades. This is not going to be a long video, but I think it's really important, especially now that I'm starting my YouTube channel over again. I think those of you who have already been here before know that my other YouTube channel, is no longer. But you know what? That's okay. So, as I just said, starting fresh, starting new, I want to talk about things from the very beginning, when you are just getting into understanding that you've been a witch all along, okay? Last time I talked about your spiritual support group, and now we're talking about altars, because this is one way to go deeper with your spiritual support group, with your ancestors, your guides, your angels, okay? As you can see here, I have a few items here set up. And I've set it up in the direction where you would be standing with your back to the camera, okay? And you would be facing this altar. Because I want to tell you how I normally set up my altar. Okay, I have used other things than I normally use. These are just a few of the things that would go on my altar, okay? And before I go any further, I'd like to say you do not, and I repeat, you do not have to set up your altar the way I'm telling you this is how I set up mine. You do not have to set up your altar in a way that somebody in a book or online has said, this is how you're going to set up your altar. Okay, now I need to expound upon that. I am I guess you could say, a free-flowing, eclectic earth witch, which means I do my own thing. I'm not a part of a coven at this time. Okay, and yes, I have been a part of a coven. And for some people, that's a good thing to be a part of a coven. For me, I have not really found the coven that needs me, okay? Because I guess you could say I am a renegade, a renegade witch, so to speak, and I like to do my own thing, okay? I like to do things the way that I find are best for me. And I have a feeling that that's how it should be for everybody, as long as you're not hurting somebody else. Do things the way that you find is best for you, okay? And that's what I'm saying. If you are in a coven, okay, or in Wicca, something like that, which I respect both, don't get me wrong, I do. And I'm not bashing anyone. But if you're in a coven or in Wicca or something like that, you need to follow their rules, because that's why you're there. Because you need those rules. You need that certain amount of conformity, I guess you could say, okay? I, on the other hand, yeah, I'm a little bit different, okay? Always have been. Yeah, you could ask people in my family. I've always been different, and for a long time I didn't realize that was a good thing, but I do now, okay? Who wants to be a cookie cutter of somebody else? I damn sure don't. I used to want to though, but those days are long gone. Okay, so back to the topic at hand, okay? But wait a minute, before we go any further, I just want to say, to my family, my online family, YouTube family, those, meaning those who have actually subscribed to my channel, thank you so much. It's great. It's really great. And I appreciate all of you so much. Thank you for helping me to make this channel grow. And, oops, this is backwards. And I really, really, really appreciate you. And those of you who have not subscribed to this channel, you might want to think about it, because this channel is going to explode, I'm telling you, because there's a lot of good stuff here, and we are not so strict here, okay? We want people to come here and feel welcome. You know, go to the website, witchcraftandmore.com, feel welcome, leave your comments. You know, if there's something that you want to see, let me know. And I will get it on there as quickly as I can for you, okay? Of course, at my discretion, okay? Also, oh, another thing is, don't forget, I think you saw in the beginning of the video, the academy that I have, the Academy, the Academy of International Witchcrafting. It's available, you guys, and we are getting so many students. Yes, I'm looking you in the eye and I'm saying this. We are getting so many students, and it's exciting, and I'm thankful, because I want to teach people. I really do. I want to teach people not to be afraid of their incredible powers that are lying dormant within them. Okay, and that's another reason why I want to teach you guys about altars. Okay, specifically the way I set up an altar. Now, when I first got into reading all of these wonderful, wonderful, informative books about witchcrafting, yeah, they showed me how to set up an altar, like with the elements, the elemental candles, earth, air, water, and fire. And, you know, that's great. That's fine. If you're not, I'm not sure how to say this, because I don't want to bash anybody. Let me just start over again. That would be okay for some people, but for me it's not. Because sometimes I like to wear a nice big cloak, okay? Sometimes I have really long sleeves that I like to wear, and when I reach over something, I don't want to set myself on fire. I don't want to set this fake hair on fire either, okay? No, that would not be so nice, okay? But really, you have to, and I'm telling you, you have to go along with what you feel is right. Dig down inside of you, listen to your gut, which is your intuition. Ask the angels your spiritual support guides, your ancestors, your muses, okay, to give you the help that you need in setting up your altar. Use this here as kind of a pattern to do something, okay? You can see this is how it is. I've got my athame here, I've got my wand, I've got my cauldron, I've got my pentagram, my smudge stick, I've got my candle snuffer here, I've got my feathers to fan my fudge stick, my smudge stick, salt, water, which of course we all know the salt goes into the water to purify everything and get rid of all of the astral nasties that are that might be surrounding you or in this room or in this home. I've got my couch, oh, how do you say that? In English it is called my goblet, no? Excuse me, let me explain real quick for those of you who have never been here before. Yes, I am an American woman and I live in Germany. Been living here ever since 1998, so please do forgive the slip-ups, if you will. Okay, back to this. And I've got my 4 elemental candles here. And don't forget a lighter. And when you get ready to come to your altar, it's always a good thing to have a look at everything a second or a third time and make sure that you have everything that you need, okay? Because sometimes you'll come to your altar, you'll get deep in ritual and it's like, oh, wait, I forgot this, or I forgot this herb, or I forgot my lighter, or something, okay? So check that out 2 or 3 times before you actually start into your rituals, which we will be talking about at another time, rituals, okay? But this right here, as I was saying, good way to set up your altar. Don't forget, now your back is to the camera right now, and you're facing this direction, you're facing this direction. Pretend that this right here is the wall, okay, or the back of your altar. That's why I've got my 4 element candles here. And also another thing, you don't have to use these big church, what are they called? These really thick candles, pillar candles, that's what they're called. You don't have to use taper candles. You can use any candles you want. If you only have birthday candles, use those. And if you only have tea light candles, use those. That's no problem. Okay, really, it's not. It depends on what you have. You see, that's another thing. I have to interject here, please excuse. But when I started back enjoying my witchcraft, I guess you could say, actually living my witchcraft, reading all of these books about witchcrafting, I thought, I've got to have this and I have to have this. I need to have this right here. And oh my gosh, I have to go out and I have to buy this. And oh, there's so much that I have to buy. Okay, no. Okay, you don't have to. You might know this already, you might not. So I'm just going to say it. The magic is in you. Okay, and you put the magic into these tools. These tools are a visual guide to help you go deeper and to do better in your manifesting skills, in your magic skills, in your witching skills, okay? That's what these are, okay? They are inanimate objects until you make them something different within your own spirit, okay? And that's another reason why we say, don't let other people touch your tools. Because I don't know about you, but I spent a lot of time making these inanimate objects something that are very, very special to me, to help me with my witchcrafting needs and manifestations. Okay, and when somebody comes along, oh, what's this right here? What's this? What's that? Wait, I'm like, don't touch my shit. Oops. I said shit. I'm sorry. Don't touch my stuff, okay? Don't do it. Okay, that's how I feel about it. because I take a lot of time with my tools, you see. And when I'm doing something for a customer, for example, I don't want them touching it either until it's ready, okay? When I'm doing something for my clients, it's like, you know, you can go sit over there and you can wait, or you can give me your order over the phone, or, you know, come by and give me your order, have a cup of coffee with me, and then, you know, come pick it up at another time. You see what I'm saying? Because I don't need them to see what it is that I'm doing at my altar for them. I don't want them to be tempted to touch my tools, okay, that I have worked so hard in enchanting and charming, you see. Because these tools here should be to you something so important, because they really help you with your witchcrafting abilities. They are not necessary. However, if you are lucky enough to have them, they really help you. Another thing I would like to say about this, sure, you can go and you can buy things for your altar. That's not a problem. But back when I started over 20 years ago, wow, over 20 years ago. I like that. Back when I started over 20 years ago, I thought at first, okay, I have to buy this, I have to buy this. And then I got to the point where, ooh, I didn't have any money. I was like, ooh, uh-oh, that's not doing this right. And then it's like, okay, well, I am going to need to do this a different way. And that's exactly what I started doing. Have a look at this. This is a piece of marble. It was a plant holder. It was in the bottom of a basket, and I got this at a what do you call that? A secondhand store, okay? And then I took what do you call that thing? We call it a Dremel in German. I'm not sure what it's called, but it's like a little etcher, and I etched this star into it, okay? And then I just took some gold paint and I painted carefully into where I etched. And I've got a pentagram, you know, to use for my workings, okay? For example, this is my fan that I use normally when I'm alone with my sage stick or my smoke stick, my incense, my charcoal incense to fan. See? I just collected these feathers and I got some clay and I made that and I put a crystal in here. You know, I'm proud of that. It's got my name on the bottom of it and everything, you know, things like that. Yes, I bought this candle sniffer, but I made the holder for it so that I don't get wax all over my altar cloth. Now, that brings me to another thing, your altar cloth. You don't have to have one, but you can have one. And I like to use black. A lot of people are terrified of using black in witchcraft, especially if you're just starting out. I know I was. Everything in witchcraft had to be white and light colored. But then after you go along for a while, you understand black is a very good color, especially in witchcrafting, because it actually soaks up any type of negativity that could be on you or around you in the room, or if somebody else comes into the room, it soaks it up, okay? And black candles, for example. I'm gonna tell you something. I met, oh my gosh, I'm going to make this quick, okay? When I lived in another area in Germany about 12 years ago, I met this guy online who said he was a witch. And I thought, oh my gosh, this is great. You know, we can get together and have lunch and, you know, discuss our witchy stuff. This man, he showed up in all black. all head to toe black. Even the hat was black. Shoes was black. And then he had all this silver jewelry on and all these gobs of chains, silver chains. And a lot of them had these different weird signs on them and stuff. Now, don't forget, this is a long time ago. And I looked at him and I was like, hey there. Yeah, did I let him in my house? No, I did not. I did not, okay. But we went to lunch and he showed me photos of his altar. Black. Skulls everywhere. Yeah. Boy, I'm starting to sweat just thinking about it. And he had these big black, pillar candles. And I mean big ones. And there were like 5 of them all around for the different points of the star and stuff. And he was telling me, oh, it's nothing bad. It's nothing bad. And let me tell you something. Ever since then, I just was very, very careful about using black candles. But you know, after a while doing more research and things like that, black candles are wonderful. Y'all, if you use them in a way that they're supposed to be used, in a way that's positive and good, you're not going to have any problem. You're not going to have anything but success with black candles. Do not be afraid to use them. I've got my actual candle holder on my altar over there that I use. It's a 3-armed holder. You've seen that in my video before. Yeah, I don't put out candles for the elements. Okay, I know that I have my compass over here, and it tells me the directions. But of course, I've lived here so long, I don't need a compass to tell me, but I love that compass. It's brass. It's beautiful. But anyway, I don't need the element candles, okay? But what I do have, and I'm not saying that I need that, but I do have the Goddess and God candle, and I've got my spiritual support group candle, and the one in the middle is for myself, okay? Okay, and a lot of people can't understand why it's like that. It's like that because I revere myself as well, and it took me many, many years to get to that point. And I am recommending that you do the same. Set up an altar for yourself instead of always for different entities, different, goddesses and gods and things like that. Do something to enhance your own powers. You can always draw from other elements in witchcraft, but you are the main element, and I'm hoping that you will understand that, okay? To move on so that we won't drag this out, I also have here little flowers, a vase with flowers in them. And I like to have some type of either flowers or greenery on my altar. Okay, it is for the goddess and the god and my spiritual support group, but it's also for me. Okay, I know that might sound self-centered, but it's not. If you want to think it, go right ahead. You can, but for me, it's not. Because you know what? I have had to work hard. I have had to fight to learn to value myself. And I know that there are a lot of you out there that are in the same situation, having to work hard and fight to learn to value yourself, and going against all this crap that people have said to you and about you, either right there in front of your face, or behind your back, you see. And we work hard to elevate ourselves and others, not just others. It's about yourself as well. And if you want to have just an altar for yourself, go for it. Just as long as you do it to the very best of your ability. That's what matters. And you don't need to look into a book and see, oh, I got to place my candles here. I have to have element candles. I got to place them here and here. Oh, but what if my sleeves catch on fire? What if my hair catches on fire? That sort of thing. You don't need that. Go with what's inside of you. Feel that feeling, okay? Use that. Do you. What do they used to say? Do you, boo? You guys come up with some really cool stuff in America. Do you, boo. Yeah, that's right. Do you. Just do what you feel is best. I'm still trying to figure out all these different slang sayings and stuff in America. I only have what you call YouTube, and I'm really trying to keep up, but it's like, I got other things to do. So I'm not in the loop anymore. I'm just going to say, do what you feel is right for yourself. Okay. All right, y'all. I really hope that you've enjoyed this video. I hope that you like my new beginning and the new music and everything. If you do, let me know. Give me some comments down below on my YouTube channel. It's nice that you put them on my Facebook channel. You can do that too, but please, 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 please go to my YouTube channel, A Witch's Life, and leave some comments down there for me. And click the thumbs up. Thumbs me up, okay? And just interact with me so this channel can just explode within the next 3 months. Okay, that's what we're looking for. You guys, I am sending you the brightest of magical blessings. I'm sending you bright, magical blessings. I'm sending you powerful, bright, magical blessings. And I wish you the very best in everything in life. Okay, you guys, take care of yourselves. I'm Lady Silver Sage, also known as the Silver Sage Witch. And don't forget, subscribe, subscribe, subscribe. Click the bell so that you'll get notified of all the good stuff's coming up. And we look forward to seeing you next time. Bye for now.